What's good, YouTube? Back again with another video. Now, in this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about the Z Fold 8 and the Z Fold 8 Ultra. Now, I'm a small creator, so of course I didn't get the phone earlier. There's a slew of videos going around right now talking about the phone, the battery life, the camera quality, all that good stuff. But again, I'm going to just give my general knowledge based off of what I feel. Because right now I have the S26 Ultra, and this has been a great phone for me. And I'm going to tell you why you should and shouldn't trade in your phone to get the Z Fold 8 or 8 Ultra for that matter. So let's get straight into it. Now, just to give you guys a little backstory of my S26 Ultra, I had the white initially, ended up selling it, getting the blue one, and have been using this one thus far for a few months now. And I can honestly say that this phone has held up real good. It feels so durable, it's lightweight. And again, this phone has just been a beast. I've used the S Pen here and there, but my setup, I love Dex, I love Quick Share now that you can do it with an iPhone, all of that good stuff. So S26 Ultra, I have no problems out of it whatsoever. Now, with the Z Fold 8 and 8 Ultra, as y'all know, they have currently raised the prices on the Z Fold 8 Ultra, which they slapped the Ultra name tag on it. Did not include an S Pen or anything technically from these Ultras. Now, again, it did get a better wide angle camera, so we can't complain about that. Any improvements are always, good to have. But when it comes to both of those, I just feel like that $100 price increase, it's out of my budget personally, because again, I'm not a really popular reviewer. I don't get the phones for free, so I would have to buy it. Just like I bought this one and several others in the past if you've kept up with my channel. But do I think you should trade in an S26 Ultra for the Z Fold 8 or 8 Ultra? Honestly, no. Because there are some things you gain and there are some things you lose. Mainly the privacy display. Let's just go ahead and put it out there. If you're the type of person that cares about privacy, especially the way I have it set up, because what I'm going to do, and I'm doing it from behind the camera, let's just say if I found my banking app, right? We'll just use Woodforest, for example, and I'm not going to log in or anything, but I have mine set to actually go into deep privacy when I have it on banking apps or certain apps. Like I have it for maximum, and other apps like my gallery, I have it for just basic. Now, it is a second delay when doing it set up like this, but again, it actually works. So if I go to my messages, I don't need no extreme privacy, just for the moment. Or you may, who knows. But certain stuff, I have it for deep privacy, like my banking apps and credit card, stuff like that. But again, you won't get that on the Z Fold 8 or 8 Ultra. So if privacy is a thing that matters to you, keep your S26 Ultra and just rock out. If you have an S25 Ultra, it just depends. The S25 Ultra is very much still capable in 2026. The only thing that you're technically missing is a folding display. Now, I've seen a few people use the wide at this point, and my thing about it is I think it's going to be a great phone. I love the front aspect ratio from what I've seen. I have to actually get in Best Buy, play with it for myself before I make any, decisions on that part. But ultimately, I'm probably going to end up keeping my S26 Ultra because, again, I like the fact that I can switch privacy modes and it's just fun for me. And at this point, if you're going from this to a Fold, you typically know how it feels to be in the Samsung ecosystem already. You're just basically giving up this for a Fold. You're losing the privacy, but you're gaining a wider screen. Now, if that wider screen doesn't matter, keep your S26 Ultra, keep your S25 Ultra for that matter. Now, if you have the S24 Ultra, that's the goated phone of the S series still because it has the Bluetooth S Pen and all the other wonderful features that made it. It was still titanium, the flat slab display. If you had the gold color, then hey, you're still doing good. But outside of that, I think the improvements to the regular 8 Ultra, I'm just gonna say the 8 Ultra. The improvements to the 8 Ultra are minimal. If you have a Z Fold 7, keep it, unless you just need extra battery life. But if you have a better charge and everything like that, go ahead and keep that phone. That's just my opinion. Now, with the Z Fold Wide, I'm gonna just call it the Wide. I know it's Z Fold 8, but I'm gonna call it the Z Fold Wide. That depending on what form factor, if you're just tired of a slab phone, that might be something worth going with. Because at the end of the day, all the S models, the typical, not even bringing Apple into it too much, but the typical iPhone models, the Pro Maxes, they're all kind of becoming the same with minimal upgrades and just slight in camera improvement here, or slight camera improvement, but slight camera improvements here, slight, battery improvements there. But outside of those, you're not really getting any major features or major design changes and whatnot. And guys, if I just say stuff at random, it's not because I'm going off script. It's because I actually don't have a script and I'm doing all of this completely out of my head and just talking about the facts that I do know right now. But with that being said, to keep it simple, I'd keep my S26 Ultra unless you're just having issues, you just want to switch up, you're that person to have every new piece of tech, then go for it. Outside of that, like I said, the S26 Ultra has been a beast. It's amazing in my book. I don't know if I would like the shorter square display over a typical, 6.9 screen such as this one. Again, you get better brightness on the new Fold series versus the old one, but the anti-glare from what I've seen doesn't look as good as the anti-glare on this one. Of course, you still get those live animations. You get all the Samsung ecosystem stuff, so you're not going to be too far out of your element. It's basically a design thing. Do you want a square folding phone? Do you want a regular slab phone? Here you get better cameras. In my opinion, you're going to get better battery, especially when it compares to the regular Z Fold 8. The Z Fold 8 Ultra technically has a 5,000 milliamp hour battery as well. But when you're using that in a display, that's probably going to drain much faster than having a typical standard display such as this one. So that's my opinion. Like I said, if you value that S Pen, of course, you're definitely going to stay with the Galaxy S26 or S25 Ultra because you actually use the S Pen. You're one of those people. And Samsung, for the 9 or the 9 wide, bring back the pen. A lot of people are actually missing it and wanting it, especially for that phone. Most people probably would have preferred if you took it away from this one and had it in the Fold series since you're actually paying more for the Fold. And I don't think the upgrade from the 7 to the 8, for me anyway, is justified in the extra $100. I get the times, but phones are getting more expensive. This one is already $1,300 before discounts and everything. So if you bought this outright or did not catch it on sale at Best Buy, listen, you're paying money for these phones these days, and I think it's time they kind of slow down on this price increase with everything. But that's neither here nor there. Hopefully you guys appreciate this quick video I decided to make because my reaction videos have been trash lately because of my PC, but I will be upgrading it at some point soon, hopefully. But thank you guys for taking the time to tune in, listen to my voice. I appreciate you. Let me know in the comments, did you get the Z Fold 8 wide? Did you get the Z Fold 8 Ultra? Are you planning to get a Z Fold 8 at all or any Z Fold? Are you going to stick with the Ultra or are you just an Apple lover and, you're rocking out with your 16 Pro Max, 17 Pro Max or waiting for that iPhone 4? Let me know in the comments below. Appreciate you. Deuces.
But you still precious. Just smell foam in there.